as many others in this room, really inspired me to keep going and try and put something on that's to the benefit of the community. And she's been out there in camps in the past and supported us and encouraged us to keep going and keep on going. And that's what it's all about. And I can't say enough. But thank you.
Oh, man. I'm going to get in the front. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, so I'm speechless now. I was not expecting that. I see a lot of familiar faces in the audience, and that makes me feel good. As Don said, I am a local pediatrician. I'm no longer clinically practicing, but it is important to me to stay tied to the community. Childhood obesity has been a passion of ours. We had a program down at Children's Medical Services about 5 years ago. And it was quite an undertaking. And that's one of the ways that Don and I have became closer, but I have known him since I was practicing here for about 11 or 12 years. And when he told me that Miracle Camp was back in effect, and I think he just mentioned it to me, I'm like, okay, I'm in, I'm there, can I help? So, one of, who said it? I think Susan said it, or Geraldine said it, somebody, we have a wonderful community. You just never know who's going to touch you or where you're going to be touched. And there's somebody who I see in my life more frequently than I see my own siblings, and that is my barber. My barber's name is Carlos Miller. Carlos started cutting my hair probably 10 years ago. And young man, very dynamic, but very humble, big guy. And over the past 2 years, I started noticing Carlos changing, metamorphosizing, and completely making some serious changes. So we talk about everything in the barbershop. If anybody's familiar with the barbershop, I don't go to a beautician, I go to a straight up barber shop. We talk about everything in there. I sit in there for hours and we talk. So I asked him, Carlos, what did you do? He said, Doc, I just had to make a change. And so without further ado, this is Carlos Miller. I'm going to let Carlos tell his own story. But Carlos has actually inspired me.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Doc, you so wonderful. Doc called me up. She said, Carlos, I want you to come and speak to the kids. I want you to say something good. So I said, yeah. So she said she wanted me to do a 3-hour speech. I'm just joking. But it's a wonderful feeling. My name is Carlos. I'm a barber at Amon Cuts, right side of NAS on Navy Boulevard. We've been there like 3 years now. We was on W Street at first. I worked for the Navy Exchange as a barber as well. I met Doc soon, Navy Exchange? Yeah. At the Navy Exchange, and then we moved out the Navy Exchange, and I started cutting her then. But I'm a photographer as well, so I do a lot of things. But my life got crazy, I'd say about 5 years ago, when my father, well, way before then, 5 years ago when my father passed away. Well, really 4 years going on 5. And he was on dialysis, bad kidneys. I remember when he had dropped something on his foot, and when he dropped something on his foot, it had caused an infection. And when it caused an infection, they found out the reason why it wasn't healing or something, the kidneys were bad or something like that, and his kidneys failed, and he had to get on dialysis, blood pressure up and down, and so he went through a lot with that. He tried to even go to get a kidney at one point. They gave him an affected kidney and tried to treat it. At first I was mad. I'm like, why they give my dad an affected kidney? But I thought of him on the other end, and I was like, really, they were just trying to do all they could do for him. There's only so much you can do. So at that point, things changed when he ended up passing away. When he passed away, I was like, dang, life changed. He even, he used to talk to me. I knew he was leaving because he was talking in a different manner. So later on down the line, I say just a year and a half ago, my mother passed away. My mother passed away January 10th, 2011. It was, what, a year and a half ago? She passed away from a bad heart. She had a heart monitor. She had a heart monitor in her. She had so many problems, so much fluid to build up on her. She had to get drained all the time. Every 3 to 6 months, she'd get draining fluid off her. Doing this and doing that, trying to get her, you know, back right. She wanted to exercise. She couldn't run. She would come up the barbershop steps and be out of breath. So I was like, Mama, don't come up these stairs. I'll come to you out there. And with her going through all that, you know, all she could do was swim. You know, that's the only exercise she could do was swim. And, you know, a lot of times I wasn't thinking the way I'm thinking now, but a lot of things happened over the years to even cause this way. Mama used to, when I was young, Mama used to always cook. We, you know, we didn't have a lot of money. So Mama would cook the best dish she can cook. Mama would cook rice, buttered rice. Butter rice and eggs. We'll eat just crazy stuff. A lot of bread. She loved to bake cakes, pound cakes. And I go in there, I eat half a pound cake, you know, just grubbing, eating. But it was just stuff she loved to do, not knowing that this was really affecting us as children. You know, as children, we growing up, we big. I was premature when I was born, y'all. Premature. I was underweight. I was born 2 months early, almost 2 months early.
You caught up well.
Yeah. But it was just the lifestyle that we lived. They fed us potatoes. We'd go to McDonald's, eat French fries. Why you giving me French fries? Give me some meat, or give me some vegetables, give me some fruit. But just the lifestyle we lived growing up, so I gained so much weight years to come. I was over 418 pounds. Wow. When my daddy passed away, these are pants I wore when my pops passed away 4 years ago. Wow. These are the pants. You see that? These some big pants. 54, size 54. This was, I was wearing these, and matter of fact, I said, it was a shirt that I bought, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this to my daddy's funeral. And when I bought that shirt, I was like, man, I gotta find some pants to go with that shirt. I couldn't find no pants. I went everywhere. I found some pants, but these were kind of too small. So I had to try to lose some weight just to get in them. You see what I'm saying? So this is the pants. Y'all, that's crazy, ain't it? But a year and a half ago, when Mama left, Mama said, son, this is what I want you to do. Take care of yourself. Don't go through what me and your daddy went through. Don't live how he lived. Change your life. That was pretty much her last words to me, because the times after that, she was like asleep. Like, she was alive, but we were just going to see her. She wasn't responding. So I knew then, you know, I stayed up late night just sitting next to her hoping she'd respond. She never responded. So she passed away January. March came around. I said, I'm making a change. I started changing my habits up. I said, man, I'm gonna leave this bread alone. I'm gonna let go of this bread. I'm gonna let go of this rice. I'm gonna let go of all this fattening foods. I'm gonna start using olive oil to cook my food with. I'm gonna start really baking more or less. If I have to fry, I bake it first, then put it in olive oil and just make it harder a little bit. I'm gonna go to the gym. I went to the Riviera on Mobile Highway. Everybody knows me there. I go there, I try to tear the machines up, they give my money out of my account. But I go to the Riviera and now I work out. You know, I train. At first I was doing a lot of cardio. Now I started lifting more weights, you know, training, weight training, lifting weights. And, you know, you ain't gotta lift a lot, but just you need the muscles. You gotta work the muscles. You gotta, if you do something, when I'm at home, I'm doing sit-ups, or I'm doing push-ups, or I'm got a weight ball, I'm doing like this. You know, down, up, down. And the kids, my little nieces and nephews, they right there with me, they'll do the same thing. Come on, uncle, let's go exercise. But it's because you want to do it. They only want to do what you want to do. I only want to do what my mom and daddy did. My daddy loved to work, so I'm a workaholic. I got about 4 different trades I done built over the years. My mama, she was a humble lady. She got into so many different network marketing schemes and stuff like that, trying to better herself, you know, trying to find ways to better herself, but she never really understood it and never grasped it because failure. So that's why I think that came within me. I don't want to fail. I decided a year and a half ago I'm going to make a change. I was 418 pounds. Yesterday I weighed myself, I was 299. Wow. It feels good. I'm not lying. Things change. Even there's more things I wanted so badly now till I want to change more things about me. I'm pushing even harder. I cut back more foods now. I'm, trying to more vitamin intake. I'm reading this thing. I'm buying books on it because I want it. It's what you want. It's what you want. Every table in here is what you want. You're not gonna get nothing unless you want it. Don't let tragedy cause you to make something happen in your life. If my mama could have, she would have been running or jogging to have to wait till she got so bad to a point she couldn't even do it. So we don't think about the future. Well, if I keep eating these pork chops every day, yeah, they good. Them candy yams, yeah, they good, but they full of sugar. That sugar is fattening. But if we keep doing these same rhythms every day, it's gonna cause more problems in our lives in the long run. We ain't thinking of today, we thinking of the future. I want my children here. They passed away at 50, y'all. Both of them. Daddy turned 50, he passed away. When mama turned 50, she passed away. I'm 30. It's a change, You gotta make a change for yourself. Don't wait till it's too late. And your kids need you. They need you around. They want to see their mom and daddy they want to live longer than their mom and daddy. They don't want, they don't want their mom and daddy to leave here before them. I wish I had my mom and daddy still here. Mother's Day, Father's Day, things get crazy. But I understand it was something that's supposed to happen. That's how I take it now. So that's why now I reach out. I help anybody I can help. Anything that I can do, I'm going to do it. Anything I can show anybody, I'm going to do it. But don't let your kids suffer. If you can do something today, do it. Don't hesitate. Your kids need you. If you ain't exercising, they're not going to exercise. If you're not eating right, they are not going to eat right. Because we're so busy doing what we want to do during the day, we just throwing stuff up. Eat this, eat this. And I wake you up in the morning, eat this. You got to go to school, come on, eat this, put this on and go to that. But you got to plan. When you start working out and doing that, your organizational skills get better. I'm spending this time in doing this time in doing that, because I know they got to eat this. Proper meals, proper balance. Watch your day. Organize your meals for the week. Just do that. Cut back. I thank y'all. Now,
thank you, Carlos.
30% of our kids are in the obese category. And this, at one point, was just felt to be a cute thing, low baby fat, no big deal. But we're finding now scientific discoveries have shown that this problem is causing a tremendous health burden, from diabetes to high blood pressure to early heart attacks and strokes, and even cancer is really related to being overweight. And so, it's not easy living in America and trying to be on a diet. I went to the mall the other day, and I didn't really see anything healthy there. I went to a football game at FSU Stadium, and there was absolutely nothing there that was healthy to eat. So we're up against a real environmental issue. The genetics haven't changed, but over the last 2 decades, the rate of obesity has tripled in our country. And it's really the environment that we're in that leads to this. Has anyone seen a lot of healthy foods? It's funny, in Pensacola, they don't say turn left on 9th Avenue. They say take a left at the Whataburger, take a right at the McDonald's. Go to the Pizza Hut, and you're right across the street. That's the way people mark their places around here. And it's really an issue that is everywhere in this country. So the way we have our environments built, it's not conducive to a healthy lifestyle. It's hard to get out and exercise when there's semi-trucks running 60 miles an hour in front of your house. Or there's a high crime area where you're afraid. And it's so much easier just to keep the kids sitting in front of the television, where at least they're safe and they're not going to be making noise if you have neighbors upstairs who are always complaining. So we're not really conducive to eating right and exercising. And I think we need to make a change. Our country needs to become more fit. It's clearly a national priority among us doctors and among the health experts. And I think we're going to start seeing some changes coming. One of the things that I think is really exciting about the camp, and Don, I really am impressed with how much work you've put into this. And I'm also impressed with all the incredible talent that is going to be attending this camp. And I wish I could go to the camp and check in as a camper myself. But I will get there as much as I can, but we'll I'll be standing by back at the ranch here, you know, for any kind of medical issues. But I really think this is an ideal opportunity to change the environment. The environment is what we need to change in our kids' lives so that they can learn to navigate the landmines of the malls where there's everything fattening to eat, and they can learn how to eat and how to portion control and how to find creative ways to exercise. And so I'm really fired up about this. I think this is a fabulous thing. Just a couple of safety features. I would like to emphasize that it is hot, and be sure to tell your campers that they should drink water, all right? It's not good to hold back on water. It doesn't make you strong. It makes you dehydrated. And so be sure and emphasize when they get a feeling like if they feel thirsty, it's too late. All right, so you have to drink. And also another thing, I know you mentioned this already, is sunscreen. Don't forget to tell them to put the sunscreen on every single day because the sun is brutal. You know, it'll take a piece out of them, make them tired, and cause serious damage. But I really think the most important thing is the idea of fun and the attitudes of the staff. I think that's the biggest part of this whole process. How we're going to get these kids to sort of change. And you know, the stages of change are not always, some of these kids don't want to talk about it. I mean, I see it in clinic, some of you are my patients. And it's good for the camp to sort of give them a feeling like they can find other people who are struggling with this problem and share with them so that they can overcome it. I'm very happy we have psychologists here. I think that's a big part of the picture that we can help your kids feel more confident and feel like they can do this, all right? And certainly, we're here to support you, and just wanted to congratulate Dawn. I think he deserves a round of applause.
There's one thing that I want to share with Dr. Burns, and I haven't shared with the group. Most of the people here that I work with do know, but I am a retired Navy reservist, and I've served in the Air Force, the Marine Corps, and the Navy. And there's one thing that I can assure Dr. Burns, that the command, hydrate, will be given religiously out there in camp. It won't be, hey, you guys need to drink some water. It's going to be the command that you're going to drink water. So, Dr. Burns, they will be hydrated and they will drink water. This whole endeavor didn't happen just with one meeting or two meetings and stuff. This is a collaborative effort. A lot of us broke away from our schedules to come up here to meet this guys. And everybody, anyone that want to come up or stand up right there and say anything?
I'm Lindsay, I'm a physical therapist. I've been here for about 2 years. And there's other physical therapists that are going to be out as volunteers and day counselors that are going to be helping your kids exercise throughout the day, taking on morning walks, maybe with lifting a few weights for a CrossFit course that we're going to be put through, and obstacle courses, and just kind of help them along the way. We're also doing like a goodie bag to go home with. Like we have jump ropes, bands that they can work out with at home, and bicycle helmets, right?
Right.
For the kids, and a bike safety course also for them to continue exercising at home, which is our biggest emphasis, is what can they do at home to continue the exercise, because that's part of it too. So we're all excited, we can't wait to camp.
And then Nikki, our dietitian.
My name's Nikki. I'm a dietitian. I'll be talking with your kids about healthy eating and label reading, portion size, control, and a lot of other things. And like Sue said earlier, we really want to encourage you guys to do your best to encourage them to continue healthy eating at home. I'm going to send them home with a folder full of worksheets for them to look over and learn more about nutrition, about label reading. So if you could work with them on that when they get home, that would be really great. I'm really excited for the kids. I think they're going to have a great time. We're going to have, like Don said, we're going to have really great food. And I think they're gonna experience a lot of different types of food, and they're gonna be willing to try some new
Also,
things that
pictures
they haven't
of
tried
students, like
before.
things we've done in the
And I think
district.
they're gonna be
And I haven't even
surprised.
loaded all the pictures on there yet,
Really excited.
but there's upcoming activities. So when school starts, if there's going to be like a health fair or a 5K run, I'll try to put that on there as upcoming events so you know what's going on in your community. So
What's the
check it out.
website address?
It's called activate4kids.com. Check it out. And good luck on the gift card.
Any other questions, comments from anyone?
Just have one more. I just congratulate all of you for signing your kids up for this because it's an opportunity for them to make friends and to get to know another group of people from their usual friendships. And so because this is going on throughout the year, you'll really establish and get acquainted with your fellow campers. So I think it's a great opportunity for everybody.
Thank you.